We're back with the dulls, y'all. Let's go framed mode. Level with you, brother. What are we going to do? Are we going to say this is Mars, or are we going to say this is the desert? I guess he'd be pretty screwed if this was Mars, because he does not have a helmet on. I'm going to say this is the desert. And this is The Mummy Returns. I'm going to say... I think this is Lawrence of Arabia, man. Gotta give it a try. Oh, the Rivoli? This is Nirvana, the band, the show. Casablanca? I don't think Casablanca's in color, man. In fact, I think that's Jared Harris. And that is the lady, Marion Cotillard, which means that this shit came out like 10 years ago, not 100 years ago. So that's going to be Allied. That's Brad Pitt and Marion Cotillard. Damn, she got the fucking extendo mag on that. She was trying to kill him forever. She was trying to kill his damn ghost, man. I don't think The Martian is a horrible guess for this, because this shit did look like Mars. I felt like it wasn't The Martian, because I don't remember them doing any skydiving on Mars, but I thought that there was a chance this might be like Red Planet or something, or like Mission to Mars. Dude, The Martian was the #1 guess. You're my #1 guess. Actually, Dune is a better guess, but I guess they're both equally bad because they're wrong, but still. I mean, I said fucking Lawrence of Arabia, so I'm not in a position to judge. Hot Chip reference? Yeah, I listen to a little Hot Chip, man. Listen to a little bit of One Life Stand. Boy from School type stuff. At RB, Chris Thompson totaled more receiving yards than rushing yards while playing for this NFC franchise. Bored Apes. Just kidding. And it's the National Football Conference. It's the National Football Conference. NFC. Vikings? Nah, that would have been Peterson's era, I think. How about the Raiders? How about the Raiders? Give it a try. During the 2011 finals, the Mavericks started 3 players who made all-star teams prior. Nowitzki, Jason Kidd, and Steve Nash. Boom. 2x Stanley Cup champion Matthew Tkachuk made his debut for this team. Okay, Calgary Flames. That's honestly the easiest question of all time. Joseph Conrad's novel Heart of Darkness was the inspiration for Apocalypse Now. John Hamm, that's a given. That's John Hamm, Sandra Bullock. It just took a second. Just to be... Wait, I was going to say some shit about Sandra Bullock, then I realized she's not the fucker from The Blind Side. She's the actress. John Hamm, not who you want leading the pledge at your fraternity, for sure. I think Sandra Bullock, I don't think she didn't do the shit in The Blind Side. She just played the role. I don't think she took advantage of that poor kid, now that I think about it. I was about to damn her. I don't think she did anything. Jack Daniel's Glaze. This sit-down chain introduced the Jack Daniel's Glaze for its barbecue products before rebranding it. I don't know, man. Chili's. How would I know? 13 nominations for playing the role of Fraser Crane. Oh, baby, I hear the Golds a-calling. Tossed Emmys and scrambled SAG-AFTRA awards. The final installment of the live-action Chipmunks films. Okay, so the first one's Alvin and the Chipmunks, and then you got the Squeakquel. So then you got Chipwrecked and Road Chip. I gotta feel like they pulled the Road Chip card before Chipwrecked. Oh, fuck! Fuck! Road Chip's last. They went nautical before they went like interstate style. That one stings. This band is best known for their 1990 song Unbelievable. That's EMF, bro. It really is from lots of trailers and commercials. You're unbelievable. Oh, Nobody knows that. Whatever. Whatever, man. Road chip, TGI Fridays. It's kind of a fucked up question because like every shitty sit down fast casual restaurant is like, we have a Jack Daniels burger, but whatever. Sean Marion, Phoenix Suns legend, Washington Commanders. Fair enough. Sandra Bullock's best role? That's tough, man. I mean, she's great in Speed. Trying to think of what else I like that Sandra Bullock's been in. Miss Congeniality? She was good at Miss Congeniality. Let me think about this. Rankle. Rankle's interesting. It doesn't fit synonymously with any of the other words. Barm. Whale. Leer. I mean, this is crazy so far. Pea. Mushy peas. Coffee. Coffee. Smack. What are uppers? Smack's probably a downer now that I think about it. I think smack is a depressant. A cold or cold. Cold, wet, windy, and gray. Inclement weather. Qualities of a rainy day. Trying to think of what I could do with this word that I could do to other words to make them all fit. Like rankle, barm, le rank. Anagrams for, oh, well, it's R ankle, B arm, S hip, and L ear. Letter plus body part. That's a Connections classic. Things that are out of this world. Things that wear a helmet. Things that train underwater. Coffee. Things you want to be hot. Things you want to be strong. Things you want to be bad. You want to be bold. You want to be wiser. You want to be... All I know is I know that love will save the day. Hey, hey. You know that one? Do you know this one? Sorry, I had to keep it going long enough so I could glance to chat to see if they knew it. My, oh, my, hey. Coffee. Paul Coffee. Coffee. Smack. Godsmack. Pea. Princess and the Pea. Whale. Whale. Pea. Whale. Homophones. Smack. Smack. Right. Homophones. Smack. Coffee. Exactly. Right? Exactly. Smack dead. Blank on. Blank on for an estimate. Squarely. Astronaut P. Whale coffee. John Blank. It's John Blank. Contents of a pod. Contents of a pod. John P? Yeah, man. He was from the Green Mile. Here am I sitting in a tin can type shit, I guess. Hit the stores, shop, cross one's fingers. Wish, maybe? Here's a thought. I got an idea. Ideas? Old episode, rerun. Request for a follow on social media? No idea. Tear to pieces, shred. Be bad at throwing things away, hoard. Drug referenced by the magic poppy field in The Wizard of Oz, opium. Tubular pasta, penne. Its sizes are measured in cups. Any married fellas out there? That one's for us, y'all. That one's for us. Here's a thought. Brain. That one, I'm not totally sure about that one. That one, I'm not sure I get it. Oh, it's the location of a thought. Here's a thought. Big booty yacht Jack Nicholson chopping through Shelley Duvall's fuck ass door in The Shining. I don't know, man. I'm not playing rematch. We've got a lot of stored up brain rot to get out there so that I can be like a good parent afterwards. Here's Gotti. We need duck ass in our chat. 8 pounds of spaghetti. Spaghetti is really cheap. Rummo spaghetti sounds like it was made up by Tim and Eric, though. 8 pounds of spaghetti. I mean, I gotta feel like it's $6.99, man. I'm surprised. Maybe this shit is like fresh off the boat from Italy or something. I mean, that's still really cheap. $9.99 is still really cheap. Sure, man. I'll hit you with some. I'll hit you with some duck ass. I like duck ass. Librarian, is it gonna get your videos demonetized to have this duck shaking its ass? No, I don't think so. You know what's great? Chiblee, I think you're not here anymore. You're probably doing something else. I love that you're co-streaming to Twitch and YouTube now. And oh, you're here? It goes so hard to just type your emotes of anything giving the middle finger and then put YouTube chat at the end of that. Fuck you, YouTube chat. It's like a little kitten giving the middle finger. If nobody said anything in chat for like 3 seconds, I'm like straight up, fuck you, YouTube chat. And they got no choice, man. They got no choice but to sit there and take it. It feels so good. And it feels good to join in when other people do it too. There's nothing they can do, man, because people are like the only thing people post in the YouTube chat is like, wow, Mario Kart's such a great game. I used to play this with my crush before my dad's military job forced us to move away in the 3rd grade. And I think of her often, but at the same time, I can't, like, that's the only comments people are posting in there, man. So every once in a while, just hit him with the, man, fuck you. If there's nothing they can do, there's no recourse at all. It's sick, man. It's actually sick. It goes crazy. I love it, man. That was Costcodle. Sorry. Okay, moving on. Get on with the Flash games, Unk. 115. Let's skip some of the geography ones. Let's get to the ones people like. Like my personal favorite box office game. October 11th, 2002. This was it was like my first month of 9th grade. Sweet Home Alabama was popping off. Everybody was talking about Sweet Home Alabama, bro. What else came out? I don't remember. But people were pogging the fuck up over Sweet Home Alabama. I'll tell you that for free. Ed Norton, 2002, 63 million. It's an Ed Norton Universal picture. It's a big budget picture. A relatively big budget picture from 2002. So it's pre-25th Hour. I think, can I get a genre? Crime, thriller, horror. It's Red Dragon. I had to write a movie review of Red Dragon in tech class. I know it sounds crazy. Okay. 20th Century Fox opened Santa Lathan. I feel like this might be Blade. No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know what this is. We're going to come back to that. 20th Century Fox opened to 9 million. Jason Statham. Could be Transporter 1. Sounds right to me. IFC Films that has been in theaters for 26 weeks. Oh, it's My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Saw it in theaters. Joey Fatone, okay? It's a big one. And then what is this? Santa Lathan, a romance comedy. When did you first fall in love with hip-hop? Pre-Drumline, Save the Last Dance type. Taye Diggs, yeah. The Wood? It's not The Wood. Also has Yazin Bey in it, also previously known as Most Def. Maybe this is like, this sounds, I was going to say something insane like Dave Chappelle's Block Party. Sydney and Dre can attribute their lifelong friendship and the launch of their careers to one single childhood instant, witnessing the birth of hip-hop on a New York street corner. Brown sugar. Brown Sugar. I just don't. That's a blind spot for me. I don't know that one. Because who I'm talking about, y'all? That's hip hop. I used to love her. Remember that? Goofy ass rapper. Nah, Common, you're chill. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the gimmick songs, though. I made you think I was talking about a lady all the time. Just joking. I was talking about the music industry. Surprise. Huh? That's more like a Will Smith. Favorite Spike Lee movie? I got to see all of them, but I'm a 25th Hour enjoyer. The end of 25th Hour is like Dark Side La La Land. When Brian Cox is explaining that like Ed Norton should just run away and not go to prison, and he paints the picture of like what his life would look like if he ran away, and then you get sucked into this narrative that like he could actually do it, and then it cuts to him like getting dropped off in front of the prison. That's a fucking crazy moment, man. That's a crazy moment. After that, I'd have to say probably She Hate Me. That's another classic. She Hate Me. This is movie to movie. I'm not doing movie to movie. Because it's Ballerina to Until Dawn. And I don't know who's in Until Dawn. Can we, this is not fair for me to say. I'm just trying to avoid like a Kevin Spacey actor gets trapped in the role type situation. He knows that he's not on The Walking Dead anymore, right? We got to get Norman Reedus like a haircut. Not because I think his hair looks bad, but just because I want to see him change it up a little bit. Do a role that's a little bit out of the pocket. He's still filming, actually. Never mind. He's still filming? No shot. They won't let him leave, man. He's in France now? How the hell did he get from like Wyoming to France in the apocalypse? He walked? Oh, when I wake up. I guess a boat makes sense. Zombie copter's pretty funny, though. Shot himself over on a crossbow bolt. Oh, man. Anyway, forget about that. Forget about guessing the game, man. Puck Doku got any good ones? Yeah. Sorry to say that they do. Because the Vancouver Canucks are here. Canucks and Rangers. I got to go with the GOAT of being an asshole, Mark Messier. Even worse when he's not bald, man. It's even worse. Capitals. I got to go with who's that fella? Who's that fella we had? He was like, we signed him after he won the Stanley Cup, which is a recipe for disaster. He was a third line center who was like, he's pretty good, but Jim Benning paid him like $1 trillion. I've decided I don't want to do this anymore. 2000 to 2010 on the New York Rangers. Yeah, I got to go Bobby Holik on that one. A little bit of a deep pull. It's crazy that he's not related to the Kachucks. And then 2000 to 2010 on the Capitals. Let's go, let me think about this. There's some good polls from back in, obviously Peter Bondra, Olaf Kolzig and stuff like that, but like, who else? When they were ass, who was there? Was it a Rico Fata situation or was he only on that? There's somebody like that. I'm going to go Joe Juno. He's one of the most underrated players of his era. What? Maybe he got traded before 2000. That makes sense, actually. All right, fine. I'll hit you with Peter Bondra. He looks like an actor. What actor does he look like, man? Gary Oldman in The Professional, maybe? He looks like someone. I could see Dominic West. I could see Dominic West on that. This one's throwing me. Canucks Sabres defenseman. Sabres defenseman from 2000 to 2010. I mean, I was watching those teams lose to the Stars in the finals. I can't name a single defenseman from the team. Sorry, are you hearing the sound? Richard Zetnick? Richard Zetnick? Richard Alexei Zitnik? Alexei Zitnik? Oh, the brain moves in mysterious ways, man. The brain works in mysterious ways. It was like I'm accessing parts of it that I have not touched in a long time. Alexei Zitnik, there we go. That's good enough for today. Canucks? Who's the guy? His name's Jason something. There's probably a lot of Jasons. Maybe his name is not Jason. It's not Jason Dickinson. So his name was not Jason. What was his name? Chat, hit me up with this one. Jay Beagle. Oh, Jay Beagle. Oh, it was Jay Beagle the whole time. It was Jay Beagle. Fair enough. Who's the Canucks Sabres defenseman? I guess hang on. Let me just give up like the Postal Service album and then view stats. Tyler Myers! Oh my God. Christian Ehrhoff and Tyler Myers. It's free. It's free. 36 minutes. Let's get to the good ones, man. You know what? We'll go straight past the watershed. Sorry, I wasted 8 minutes on Puck Doku. Whatever. I'm the one streaming. Just mental health. Pie and mash pepperoni pizza. Pizza looks okay. A little too tall, a little undersauced. This looks disgusting. It's a little expensive. Ah, man, British players. We gotta go. Oh, Jesus Christ. 38-cent samosas. I don't care if it is all like batter. That seems like a dream come true to me. 38 cents for 2 samosas. I don't even have to look at what it is. The sausage roll is disgusting. I love sausage rolls. You just gotta not turd it up. That's currywurst doesn't lose to begin with. This is one of the worst pizza slices I've ever seen in my life. The only mercy is that it's cheap. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Big sausage, and I think it's a beer that looks bigger than it is because of the container that they put it in, but that's still okay. But then this is crazy. The double-decker bratwurst, $6 versus $3.40. I mean, I'm going to say it. This sausage concoction looks better to me. I'm going to go with the beer difference. Lemon cannoli that looks awesome versus double bacon cheeseburger with chips that looks pretty good. And I'm not a burger enjoyer. But if I think a burger looks pretty good, usually that means that Scrandle's like, it's the worst fucking pot of piss I've ever seen in my bloody life. Pretzel bun. Who do you think he is? The king of fucking England? Pretzel bun. I gotta go cannoli though, man. Okay, that was close, but cannoli looks good. It's gotta be jerk chicken and cornbread fritters, I'm afraid. It's gotta be whatever's not. Well, it's ice cream. That was like the only thing that could bring me back, is it being ice cream. Because I love ice cream, man. Even in this awful situation. I bet that tastes awesome, man. I bet that tastes great. With white bread, though? I bet I'd rather have chocolate cookies, okay? The classic ice cream sandwich, but I bet it tastes good. Now, I'll take, this looks better. But I'm happy with that rating, to be honest with you. It's got to be the steak and ale pie. Give me gravy over pea juice any day of the week. Tacos look really good. I'll be honest with you too. £2.30 for a taco at us. Well, I guess Detroit City FC isn't exactly like a major MLS team. I thought this was like a top flight North American squad. I didn't realize they were playing at like a middle school. The tacos look really good though. They look really good. And I think this kind of looks like a bun full of turds. So I'm going to go with the... Okay, I'm glad I stuck with my gut on that one. We take those. Michigan tacos versus English barbecue. Yeah, but the tacos looked good. What if I told you that they can make good tacos like everywhere in the world? Sorry, I'm not going to get into this. I'm not going to say some fucked up shit like I'm not going to say it. You know what would be a great show though? Or more not a show, but maybe like a BuzzFeed video. Feed people banh mi's. Feed millennials and Gen Z banh mi's and record how they feel about it. I know they're going to say some shit like, this is awesome. We don't get great food like this over here. This is amazing. And then reveal that the chef is an old white guy. Unmask the chef and have it be like a 71-year-old white guy from Ohio, and then watch the backpedaling. This video would hit like crack cocaine for me if it came out exactly the way that I expected it would turn out. I have a null hypothesis that I know how it would turn out. That's all I'm saying. I always refer back to that BuzzFeed Panda Express video where the second generation Chinese Americans are like, oh, this is horrible. Like, they would never eat this back home. And then the first generation Chinese Americans are like, this is the best thing I've ever eaten in my entire life. This is way better than the Chinese food in China. They didn't do it. They would have been cooking this shit in China if they could have. If they knew how to make orange chicken in like 1971, they would have been doing it. It's a classic video, man. The onion video of the Benihana chef on a normal table. Believe it or not, first I didn't speak properly, but I have seen that video. And the dude's trying to like fry up the fucking onion volcano, but it just doesn't do anything because it's on a table. Anyway, they did that on SNL. Caught. It's close. Okay. SNL doesn't have the courage to do that, but the Nate, I didn't see any. I haven't seen an episode of SNL for 22 years, but I did see like 3 sketches from the Nate Bargatze episode, and I was like, he's kind of cooking. I saw the one where he's like George Washington in the Revolutionary War, and the punchline is that like the imperial system is worse than the metric system. That one's pretty good. The basically interchangeable twins Wilma and Wenda are supporting characters in what heavily illustrated franchise? Heavily illustrated is crazy. Is it heavy duty? Heavy metal, I think, is what I was trying to type there. It's all right because the website's broken anyway. Martin Hanford drew the crowded cartoon cover of the Vapors album Magnets before going on to make what picture... Oh, the Richard Scarry! Richard Scarry! Or Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? Where's Waldo? Of course. That makes way more sense. Oh, there we go. How do you know this? I've been reading some Where's Waldo. No spoilers, please. I'm like halfway through. This San Jose paper got its name from another element mined in the area. Well, we'll start with that. I'm going to guess it's probably not like the San Jose bauxite, huh? San Jose antimony. Oh, man, I have no idea. What is copper? Kids in the 60s read about the first 7 U.S. astronauts in this 60s NASA program. Apollo? What planet is closest to the sun? They really hit me with the, oh, you're stupid, huh? They hit me with the you're dumb clue. Excuse me, can we go back one? It did not say element. It said mineral. Lots of minerals are not on the periodic table, bro. Show me where coal is on the periodic table. Now you're going to type some stupid shit like carbon. That's not what I... Oh, it said element? Never mind. I'll shut up. George Murazan is from what country? And Simona Halep? I think they're from Belgium. Really? Oh, Romania. Oh, it's the three stripes, man. The three stripes got me confused. One of you's got to change. I could see the flag in my head. What funk queen sang the Reading Rainbow theme? Erykah Badu? The OG singer of I'm Every Woman. Oh, it's Shaka Khan. She's not related to the Mongols. Okay, I understand now. Shaka Khan. I wouldn't call Shaka Khan the queen of funk. She's got some good songs. I Feel For You is a good song, man. The word ketchup derives some shit from China. Who is the queen of funk? I guess Erykah Badu is like the queen of soul. I'm trying to think of Janelle Monáe maybe, but I guess this is a little before that. It just feels so good. It's not your fault. It just feels good to do it, to be honest with you. That was Thrice. Disorderly. My favorite, man. Sort these songs by their release date, starting with the latest. Why'd you leave the keys up on the table? That's like 2002 or 2001. Baby, you light up my world like nobody else. The way that you... Because, baby, I'm perfect. No, that's okay. With the taste of your lips, I'm on a ride. You're toxic, I'm slipping under. That's 04. Harder, faster, better, stronger. Sexy ladies, extra longer. I'm going to guess that that's the Kanye West one. So that would be 2008 or so. When the sun shine, we shine together. Told you, when the sun shine, we shine together. This is Umbrella, which is like maybe 2010. And I get high with my baby. I just left the mall. I'm getting fly with my baby. So this is freaking me out. And I get high with my baby. I just left the mall. I'm getting fly with my baby. Get high with my baby. This is like, I can hear it, but I'm getting it confused with another song. I think it's One Direction. If it's One Direction, I think it's going to be post this. Now, this one, I just don't know what it is. Yeah, high with my... Okay. In that case, it's most recent. It's the only thing that makes sense. It's the only thing that makes sense. Everything else fell into place. That's Boom Boom Pow. Okay. It is what makes you beautiful. It's not perfect, though. I was getting confused with perfect. I think I was singing this to like the tune of I Don't Care Anymore by Phil Collins. I was like, and I get high with my baby, yeah. I just left the mall and fly my baby. I don't care anymore. I don't know that song, to be honest with you. I wasn't riding the school bus in 2014. Got lucky on the Black Eyed Peas one? Well, kind of, but like it had to come out after Human After All, right? Because it was referencing harder, faster, better, stronger. So we were in a pretty safe zone, I'd say. Take me back, man. 24-year-olds be like, taking me back to 2016, the last good year. Take me back to the last good year. Oh, the vibes were so good in 2016. Vibes were awesome in 2016, man. You wouldn't get it. Summer 2016 was the last real summer if you like never turned on the TV. Oh, man. That's why I feel people would say that about 2014. And I'm like, you really? 2014? Everyone was crashing out over quote unquote ethics in video game journalism. Wasn't a good time to be a YouTuber, I'll tell you that much. You say anything, people would be like, how much did Warner Brothers pay you? And you're like, I'm not allowed to say that. It's in the contract. All right, take me to kind of hard golf. Oh, no, well, we'll go to Rattle afterwards. 2006, though. Yeah, man, 2006. Take me to your dealer. It's just that easy, people. Holy shit. Holy fucking shirt balls. Is that what they say? Okay, hold. That's a really, really tough shot. That's a really, really, really tough shot. Oh, okay. And wait, it gets worse, man. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for just letting me make that in one. Otherwise, we could have been stuck there for years. That was really bad. That's more like it. Oh. We got to try. I didn't get the checkpoint, but we got to try. Validated! Validated. Oh. Dude, we're kind of on one today. Reset me. Thank you. Take a look at what we're working with here. Interesting. Cinema. Absolute cinema. You scored 16, better than 81% of golfers. That's crazy. Kind of easy golf, man. Kind of easy golf. One of the best runs I've ever seen. Angles got heat today. I gotta see this. Oh shit, that's a tough one, man. That's a really tough one. 87? Boiling. 89? Oh, the madmen actually did it. 89. I love angle, man. I really genuinely think this is what video games should aspire to be. Especially in an era of like my fucking soccer game has 17 different kinds of in-game currency in it. All I want to do is pass the ball to the open man. I got gold bars and cyberbucks and a battle pass, and you got to choose a spot of the tech tree to apply the season tickets to the battle pass to unlock the next phase. Angle, man. It could be so simple. It could be as simple as just having 10 trivia questions about Wikipedia pages. It could be this simple. 17th century in Scotland, 1690s in Central America. So I know Scotland colonized part of Central America, but I don't know what it's called. New Glasgow. It's the Darien scheme. I just don't know that. To be honest with you, I just don't know that. The Darien scheme. 1930s neologisms, endings, plot narrative, television terminology, neologisms. They don't know nothing about my soul. Endings. Endings. It was all a dream. He ended a book on a cliffhanger? That's crazy. That's insane. Wilco reference? Yeah. For sure. It was. And a rare reference to A Ghost Is Born, too. I'm normally a Yankee Hotel Foxtrot or maybe like a Summer Teeth sort of guy. 1980s films about naval aviation. Any chance it was directed by Tony Scott? Yes. Okay, so that's Top Gun. We needed that. We needed to get back in here. Angelic apparitions in the Bible, biblical phrases, Jewish symbols, Moses, burning bush. It's the burning bush. We're two for 4 now. We take those. 1984 establishments in the U.S. that are academic conferences, education-related YouTube channels, recurring events established in 1984, science YouTube channels. Nova? Nah, it's a website? tvOS software, Universal Windows Platform Apps YouTube channels, or Peabody Award-winning websites. Academic conferences, educational websites, educational YouTube channels, international conferences, nonprofit organization based in New York City. Cosmos. TED is from 1984? I honestly thought that was going to be from 2007. Fair enough. You got me. Bob Odenkirk? Streamer University would have been the way. American mascots, fictional females, the Statue of Liberty, Lady Liberty, Columbia. That's the Statue of Liberty, bitch. I don't care who. That's the statue. I can see it right now. Just put a torch in her hand. She's ready to go. Book series from 1930s. Young adult mystery fiction. This is Nancy Drew. The Secret of the Old Clock. No spoilers, please. First century Romans, 69 deaths, castrated people, lovers of ancient Roman royalty, male lovers of royalty, spouses of Nero, suicides in ancient Rome. Atreides? I just don't know Sporus, man. I'm going to be honest. Did they give us a close enough for that one? 20th century Greek male writers, basketball players from Athens, European 1973 births, so they're Unk status, but they're not like antiquated. It's a Greek film director like Yorgos Lanthimos that also apparently plays basketball. Damn, I didn't know he knew ball like that. I mean, I figured he knew tennis, but I didn't know he knew ball like that. It's kind of crazy. My GOAT? Actually, he's probably my favorite director, to be honest. I'm trying to think of what I haven't seen that he's done. There's a couple for sure. I haven't seen Kinds of Kindness yet. And I haven't seen Killing of a Sacred Deer. I got to see that. And I haven't seen Dogtooth. You liked Poor Things? I think it's 1B best movies I've seen in the 2020s. I think for me, it's Poor Things, Lobster, trying to think of what else. Now I'm getting him confused with Luca Guadagnino as well, which is why I said that shit about Challenger. So I'm realizing he didn't make that. The Favorite is I feel like The Favorite is I still lie. I would probably give it a 4. I thought The Favorite was the one where I was like, why is everyone glazing this? And nobody's talking about The Lobster at all. But people were talking about it, to be fair. Anora's Ass? He didn't direct that. I don't know why we're talking about Anora. Obviously, Anora's important art, because whenever we talk about any movie, people are like, I don't like Anora! That's how you know it mogs you. I only gave Anora a 4, to be honest, and now I ended up Anora's #1 defender, because I didn't like it 5 stars worthy, because I was like, the tone is a little all over the place. I didn't realize everybody else hates it because they're afraid of seeing a lady having some sex. I mean, not to be glib, but it seems like it's because whenever I say that I like it, people are like, oh, did you like how the whole movie's back shots? Bro, 2/3 of the movie is back shots. 1/3 of it is like a Seinfeld episode. That's a pretty good ratio. Products and services discontinued in 2002. 96 to 2002. I feel like this computer-related introductions. It was Dreamcast is the one I'm thinking of. Is it MIPS based? I don't know. Or is it just because the PlayStation 1 is discontinued too, but it's I don't know. It's got to be the Dreamcast, man. Mips isn't just the rabbit from Super Mario 64, huh? It's MIPS 32-bit architecture. I'm constantly paying the price for video essays coming out after I became an adult. If video essays started being released in like 2001, I would be so much smarter than you that you would not even be watching. You would be intimidated. You would be like, this guy's even more annoying than I thought possible. Because I had so much fucking free time, 5th grade through 12th grade, and the neuro was plastic as fuck, okay? There would be lots of shit wedged in there that would never come out. I was born in the wrong generation, man. I would be so insufferable. People would say some shit like, I lost my leg at Disneyland. I'd be like, did you know that Disneyland actually, after they introduced the Fast Pass, it got slower in the lines for everybody? The lines got longer for everybody, including the people that got the Fast Pass. Like, I would be one of those guys. Isn't that crazy? Did you watch that link I sent you? Did you watch that 330-minute long link I sent you? Oh, man, I would have been insufferable, man. That's how they talked about the printing press. That's true, man. That's true. What? Okay, 148. We got to get to the good stuff. Wait, we've done the good stuff. We got to do more, less. Less, more. Lessgames.com/more, less. Less monthly searches. Taylor Swift, Patrick Mahomes. Especially in the off season. I usually just search biggest choker in the NFL. Just kidding. He's got the clutch gene. More monthly searches, Area 51 or Patrick Mahomes. That's tough, man. I kind of feel like Area 51's more mysterious, even if Patrick Mahomes is insanely popular. Obviously, I'm stupid. At least we read the question, right? That's a first. Less monthly streams. I gotta guess that it's Demi Lovato. This dude's got to be ripping it up in Middle America. Fuck. Demi, doesn't she only have like one song? Doesn't she just have like Cool for the Summer? She has like 5? That is crazy, man. Who's Luke Bryan? I don't know, but he's got that like, he's hitting me with the Reaganite stare, man. I figured there's lots of country music artists I've never heard of who are like selling out rodeo rings and shit like that all throughout the United States. He might be a nice guy. I have no idea. I don't know that could be Shabuzi as far as I know. I've never heard the song. What is it called? Drinks Up, One More Shot, the party song? I've never heard of it. It's the most popular song in history. I've never heard of it. Lower rating. I got to be honest with you. Both of these are like historical bombs. I feel like Aeon Flux might be more noteworthy for being bad. At least the Emoji Movie is like a bad kids movie. It's like, what'd you expect? The Godfather? Aeon Flux is like, it's offensively bad. Okay, never mind. I forgot that people are stupid. Listen, I haven't seen the Emoji Movie. I find it very hard to believe that Aeon Flux could be better than the Emoji Movie. It's so unbelievably bad. It's mid-2000s bad, though. So now you're going to tell me that you got nostalgia for a time that you weren't even, like, alive. Come on. They love it for the aesthetic. Oh, here we go. Rotten Tomatoes, Aeon Flux. 10%. Okay. Rotten Tomatoes, Emoji Movie. You think you know everything, huh? It says 6%. I'll give you that. It says 6%. I almost look at it as like the Hawk Tua scam. If you saw Aeon Flux, I feel like you should give it a lower rating because you were betrayed. Whereas like if you saw the Emoji Movie and you're like, what? The Emoji Movie's bad? I'm like, you deserve to lose your money and get scammed. You should just give it a 5. What'd you expect? You went and saw a movie about emojis. That's where I'm at. So I kind of feel like, then again, Also in the mid 2000s, anything like semi cyberpunk, people were just like, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen. People will still go to bat over like the Chronicles of Riddick. Movie sucks ass. Did I say Riddick? Movies, it's got cool aesthetics, man. And like Calm Fior, God bless him, is his biggest movie after Bon Cop, Bad Cop. Chronicles of Riddick is not a good movie. Now, the Xbox game is great. It does not suck ass. I'm sorry to say it sucks ass. Pitch Black, we'll allow Pitch Black. Chronicles of Riddick, no shot, man. I saw it in theaters as a 16-year-old. Like, there's no better time to see that movie. And I was like, this is bad. It's cinema. Rotten Tomatoes, Chronicles of Riddick. Hang on. I'm bringing out the objectivity of art debate. 28%, Chronicles of Riddick, 28%. It's only got a 65 on the popcorn meter, too. That's how you know you're fucked. Try seeing it in the theater at 13. I guess I never thought about that. Maybe some juxtastat. Who do you trust more for rating? IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, or Letterboxd? Letterboxd by a mile. Letterboxd has at least a surplus of people who, even if I disagree with their pithy reviews sometimes, they get the same thing out of movies that I do. They see them as an art form. Rotten Tomatoes is like, trying to think of the way to describe it. IMDb is consumers, which is fine, but it's like, if Batman is like the number 2 movie of all time on your website, like you got to take it with a grain of salt, right? Like you're getting a lot of it's coworker reviews, which is totally fine, but you got to know that it's coworker reviews going into it. Rotten Tomatoes used to be good when movie critics were haters. Because then if something was like a 63, you would go, "Oh shit. This is like okay. Maybe I'll spend $10 and go see this." But at some point, I don't know if they opened the door to like more critics who have different aligned incentives. I'm not suggesting they're all bought and paid for, but the inflation of Rotten Tomatoes scores over the last 2 decades needs to be studied. Because now if something gets a 63, it's trash. It's pure trash. It used to be like if something got 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, you were like, this is going to be one of the best movies of the year. One of the best movies of the decade, maybe. But then at some point it became like 80% became like the average decent movie. I don't know what happened. Anyway. Also, Rotten Tomatoes for TV is even worse. I feel like every single TV show that's ever come out has like a 92% to 100 on Rotten Tomatoes. I accept Metacritic for movies and TV a little bit more. Because I feel like they're not afraid to be like, hey, this movie is like, it'll be like 65 on Rotten Tomatoes, 42 on Metacritic. I'll always err a little bit more on the side of the crank, I think. Rate Your Music is okay too, but it's not movies, so it's not part of the conversation. But it also pisses me off because, you know, it's just part of getting old. But like they don't respect the classic rock anymore. And some of the classic rock, AC/DC, for example, kind of deserves to be cast out of the pantheon. Queen as well, if I may say so. Queen as well. But Elvis Costello, they're tossing Elvis Costello out, man. They're throwing out the baby with the bathwater. There's a higher snowfall. West Virginia, we take those. Higher percentage of incomes under 50K. We got to go Puerto Rico. Higher percentage of residents who are non-citizens. Let's go California. More people with a STEM degree. Baton Rouge is where LSU is. Normally, I would think of South Carolina, but it's a beach town. We got to go Baton. Oh, call him Baton Rouge. I thought that's where LSU was, man. Charleston's where they make airplanes. You need a STEM degree for that? Higher percentage of people who are Gen X. Rapid City, South Dakota Media Market. I have no idea. That's pretty close. It's a 3.5% difference. 43%. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Chibley, are you still? No, Chibley's got to be live, right? It is so funny. Even the coolest Americans I know, and it's not your fault, because I think I'd be the same if I grew up in the environment you grew up in. But they're like, I know, if you ask me, I know America's not the only country in the world. But then, like, somebody from a foreign country gets a question about Charleston, South Carolina wrong, and they're like, how did you not know that Lockheed Martin has an aircraft manufacturing facility in Charleston, South Carolina? All right, call me when you can name like 5 cities in Canada, okay? I'll give you Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver. Moose knuckle is not one. That's what you call the outline of your pussy. And also, they made a parka company. A parka company stole that name to sell like Canada Goose competition parkas. You guys are dropping some seriously like slept on cities, man. Sudbury. Someone posted Sudbury, Lethbridge. Canadians, come here for a second. How the fuck do they know about Lethbridge, man? How do they know about Whitby? Who told the Americans about Whitby? They ain't got shit in Whitby except on the 401. They've got the test strips. You know what I'm talking about? When you're driving on the 401, I think it's eastbound. Right around Whitby, they got those test strips where they were testing the paint on the 401. How do they know about Drummondville, man? How do they know this stuff? We weren't supposed to tell them about that. How the fuck do they know about Port Coburg? Salmon Arm? Fort St. John? Whose name's dropping Fort St. John, man? Gananoque? Thousand Islands cruise ass? Kate's live? Really? No, wait, am I being trolled? Your chat life is on the line. Either way, I'm going to slash marker.